think that's much better. So yeah, good evening. Yeah. So I will not waste time. I will go straight into discussing the issue of JJ. Tonight I want us to look at the issue of JJ. Now, like I always say, my brothers and sisters, that some of these things, they look lightly and easier if it is not on you. The situation of JJ is not good, and it doesn't show a good sign of our justice system and the leadership that we have. I'm using these words very deliberately. It doesn't reflect well on our justice system and, of course, the leadership that we have. Look, the issue here is the issue of abduction. What we have been discussing on JJ is the issue of abduction. That's what we have been discussing. We have been discussing the issue of abduction. Why is it that instead of the police investigating the issue of abduction, they are now moving away from that? The issue now that we are hearing about is the issue of JJ going to Central Police and beating up the police and something getting lost. Now we are even talking about aggravated robbery. That's what we are talking about. Why? Why is this shift? This is what I want to understand. Why is this shift? Why are we not discussing the main issue, which is the abduction? Why are we gravitating away from that? We are moving away from the issue of abduction. Now we are talking about JJ as a suspect of aggravated robbery. Why? Honestly, even if you love your government so much, even if you love Hakainde so much, but surely Mwevantu, why can't we be human? Why can't we be human? Why are we failing to look at facts as they are? Why? It is an issue of abduction. Why are we not talking about abduction? That is my question. Why are we abandoning the issue of abduction? Why are we abandoning that one? Why? Why are we abandoning that? Na papata ndefo munjeve. Njeve niko inenchite understand. Issue ya abduction. Mwaileka koshani. Mwakoselela shani pali ifi. Pali ifi achitike akale. You are living out this case. You are living it out. Now you are concentrating on this issue that happened 8 years ago. Why are you neglecting to look at the issue which happened yesterday? You are talking about an issue that happened 8 years ago. Why? Why? And look, this case is very straightforward. It's very straightforward. The issue of abduction is very straightforward. Why do I say straightforward? It's straightforward in the sense that JJ, the one who was abducted, is alive. JJ is able to tell the story, what he went through during that abduction. It is there, and he's able to tell the story. He has actually told the story, a part of the story, to the police. He has mentioned the people that abducted him. JJ has mentioned the people that abducted him. Why are we not seeing those people being questioned by the police? Why are we not seeing those people being detained? Me, I can't understand some of you Zambians. I can't understand you. I can't understand your biasness. Your biasness. It is made from hell. It is made from hell. Wakulowekwa. Your biasness yakulowekwa. You are bewitched. You are hypnotized. You are indoctrinated. Because takwa bafi, something that is in black and white. Something that is in black and you don't want to believe it. You don't want to believe it. And me, I do understand you. I mean, I keep, not that I want to make myself a center of this story, but this is exactly what happened to me. Where people came in at my house and you were refusing. I even bring footage. Here are the people. But you were refusing. And even in this issue of JJ, it is very clear JJ was abducted. He was abducted, and everything, all the facts are pointing to the fact that this man was abducted. The way the car was left, the way the police, swiftly removed the car from the crime scene, the way the police came out and issued that statement with a bogus suicide note, and JJ being found in a critical situation. And you are saying, no, he's okay. But here we are. JJ has got some serious health issues now. Some serious health issues. He has developed serious health issues which cannot even be denied by the police. They can't be denied because if at all JJ was not having real health threats, there is no way they would release him and take him into the hospital. It is because the situation is very apparent. It's very apparent that this guy is not okay. But this is a guy that you are saying, no, he's okay. He's okay. Because I was even saying today he has even finished a loaf of bread. Whatever. But look at what is happening. It is very clear that this guy was badly tortured and it has affected his health. And God knows when he's going to recover out of whatever he went through. God knows. God knows the repercussion that whatever JJ went through is going to have in his life. God knows, only God knows really, but the situation is that the guy was badly tortured. And yet, there are some of you who are still saying, no, let him just say the truth. What truth is he going to tell you? He has told you the truth. He has told you the people that abducted him. It is very clear that JJ was tortured. What more do you want? What more do you want? Unless these things happen to you, that is when you understand. These issues, these bad practices that you are promoting, these bad practices that you are allowing, one day they will knock on your door. One day they will happen to you. Don't feel so secure. Don't feel so secure. You just never know. Nami papata, you just never know. The issue of the day is very clear. And the police knows. The police know that really JJ was abducted, JJ was tortured. They know it. That is why they are not talking about it. And they keep lying to say, no, he has not mentioned. JJ has told people that he abducted him. And he's ready to tell that story over and over. But because the state, they don't want us to know. They don't want JJ to talk to the people and tell us what happened. They don't want. They want to cover it up. And some of you are saying, hey, but why are you implicating Hakainde Hichilema? Honestly, how can you not implicate Hakainde Hichilema when he goes to have a press conference? Instead of talking about the issue of abduction, which is more serious in this instance, very serious, he deliberately left out that, and instead he brought in a narrative to paint JJ as a thug. He called JJ as a thug. And you know, if you are Ubuntu, being human, even if a person is indeed a thug, but when he is going through a certain condition like what JJ is going through, Ubuntu, abantu abatuntulu, abakwate umutima mukati, abakwate mitima mukati. Even if a person is a bad person, but when a person is going through what is going through, when a person is actually in hospital, a person who is good, a person who is normal, will sympathize. Just for that moment, they will sympathize. But why are we seeing our government so uncouth, so heartless, so heartless? The guy is in hospital and the president is having a press conference and he's saying, that thug. Instead of sympathizing with him to say, the person was abducted. The person was abducted. And sympathizing with him that he recovers. But no, this government is not interested in JJ's recovery. No, they are not interested. Hakainde Hichilema is not interested in JJ's recovery. This is why I tell you that they wanted to clear JJ. They wanted to alienate JJ, to eliminate JJ. That was the mission. That's why they came up with that note, a suicide note. They wrote a suicide note so that the following day we can find the body of JJ and say JJ killed himself. And they would have done it in such a way that, I mean, we wouldn't have seen any injuries on him. Just like he is. I mean, the guy physically, looking at him, you don't see any injuries. But look at the guy, the way he is. He's sick. There is no way those doctors at Maina Soko, they would be keeping him there if he's not okay. There is no way. There is no way for those doctors at Maina Soko, for them to keep him there. It is because, indeed, JJ is not okay. If JJ is okay, there is no way those soldiers would keep him there. Those soldiers under Aliwuzi, a cadre, another cadre, an army commander who is a cadre, Aliwuzi. You think they can keep him there? They wouldn't. But they are keeping him because there is nothing that they can do. The guy is not okay. The guy is not okay. So where is your humanity to sympathize with a person, even with a criminal, even a criminal? When a person is sick, we sympathize with that person. Why are we not sympathizing with JJ? Why are we not sympathizing with JJ? You people with bad hearts. You, zombies, indeed. Sion said it. He made you zombies. I mean, you cannot, you may not want to believe Siawan, but really, the sign is there that the guy is a Jakaban indeed. Because look, you are proper zombies. You can't see, you can't think. You are proper zombies. I'm telling you, imwe. Fika riva michita. Yeah. Aho mwandini. Vali michita kanto. Yeah. I can't believe you. I can't believe. I mean, something that is very clear. Aho nakaria. Even when you see CCTV footage, no ways. You can't believe it. You see umuntu alelwala nalwala. The guy is having convulsions. Why? They can't dispute it. He's having convulsions and seizures. JJ is having convulsions and seizures. And you check what convulsions and seizures are. Those are uncontrollable things. It's not something that you can trigger. No. You just, when it comes, you start convulsing like that. And if you are not treated quickly, you can even pass out. That is why they are rushing him. It is because he's developing those convulsions. And those convulsions and seizures, they are related to psychological trauma. They are they are induced by psychological stress. Then you start convulsing, and seizing. That's why they are rushing him. If it was not for that, they wouldn't be rushing him. But they are rushing him because clearly the guy is not okay. And that, it shows, severe trauma on him. Those convulsions and seizures, it shows severe trauma on him. The guy is not okay. And that is why they are keeping him there. Otherwise, they wouldn't be keeping him. Those doctors would have said, no, he's faking it. But they know that the guy is not okay. And no, you don't care. You zombies, you don't care about his health. You zombies, you are believing, you want to believe, no, JJ kidnapped himself and went and traumatized himself. How? You zombies cannot see that Hakainde Hichilema is covering something. You can't see. You don't want to see Hakainde Hichilema is covering something by making sure that they charge him of aggravated robbery. But you are charging him of aggravated robbery on a matter that happened 8 years ago, on a matter that went to court and reached its finality. Now, I've seen people writing opinions here and there. But Article 18.5 is very clear. It's very instructive. You cannot go back on a case that was adjudicated in court and they passed through the time of appeal. You can't go back and say, no, you can't. Because some of you are talking, no, they charged him of this, but they left out this. No, it is the same incidents. It is the same instance. It's the same facts. It's the same facts. We are not talking about a different instance. No, it's the same incident. It's the same facts. And this is why the police are allowed to charge a person with a number of charges. There is somebody that he put up an opinion where he was saying, a thief goes into a house to steal money. But as he's stealing money there, he also rapes a child in that house. Then he goes to police, but police, they only charge him for stealing the money. They leave out the issue of rape. And then that case is finished. And he's saying they can go back and talk about rape. They can't. They can't. If a criminal enters into the house, and as they are in the house there, they commit another crime, taking an example of this gentleman who is talking about rape. They rape somebody in that house. Then they even steal a TV. They go out. Then the police arrest them. When they arrest them, they charge them only for stealing a TV. They don't touch the issue of rape. That case goes through a trial, and a person is convicted or a person is acquitted. Later on, they cannot go back and say, no, we left out the issue of rape. No, they can't do that because the facts are the same. It is the same incidents. That is the point. It's the same incidents. So what is supposed to happen is that when the police are charging, they are supposed to charge this person of theft of a TV. They're supposed to charge this person of burglary. They're supposed to charge this person of rape. So there will be 3 counts. But if they omit any of these counts, they can never go back to say, no, sorry, we forgot this one. No, they can't do that. That is the law. That is the law. That is the law. You cannot go back to say, no, we left out this one. No, because the facts are the same. The incident is the same. The incident is the same. You can't put them together. You cannot separate one and charge them or prosecute them at different times. You can't. You have to prosecute them at the same time. That is what Article 18.5 is talking about. That is why they allow for in the same case, to talk about a number of cases, to a number of counts. That is why they do that. If you miss out one, you cannot come back to say, no, Tuali Labako, we forgot this. Especially after the case has reached its finality. It has been adjudicated upon, and it has been appealed or not appealed, and the time has finished. You cannot go back to it. You can't. So the issue of JJ, it is not possible, because you are arguing to say, no, because they just picked the smaller charges. They left out the bigger charges. Unfortunately, it is the same incidents. And that incidence is the incidents that happened at Central Police. That's what we are saying. It happened at Central Police. It is the same incidents. Same incidents. And so, therefore, JJ and his colleagues, they were supposed to be charged of all the offenses. There is no way they would come back and say, no, we forgot the aggravated robbery because camera yariruba. They can't do that. They can't do that. And even this gentleman, this journalist, who is coming up now, whatever, going all over and, trying to be a champion. This man, You were compensated. And once you are compensated, you can't come back later and say, no. What I was given was not enough. The guy was compensated. I think he was compensated about 12,000. And now he's coming back seemingly to say, no, it was not enough. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. And okay, fine. There is another angle where people are saying, no. Article 18.5 is talking about unless, reviewed by the courts. Yes, it's true. Unless reviewed by the court. So, has the court reviewed the case of JJ? Has the court reviewed the case of JJ? Has the court reviewed the case of JJ that no, there were other issues that remained which were supposed to be taken into consideration? Has the court reviewed? Because it's supposed to start with the court to review that. Once the court reviews and gives an order, then the police have got a right to start investigating and, interrogating people. They have got that right. Before that, if there is no order, they have no right to start detaining JJ. They have no right to charge JJ. They have no right. It can never work. And they know this. The police know this. But because Hakainde Hichilema has called for this, the police's hands are tied. It is Hakainde Hichilema who is calling for this because Hakainde Hichilema knows about the disappearance of JJ. He knows the people that have been mentioned are his aides. They are his aides. Those are the people that have been mentioned. People that he works with every day. People that he gives instructions. And somebody will say, no. He doesn't give them instructions. We have recordings where this Levi Ngoma was giving instructions to that permanent secretary to say, our boss now Antuma. And of course, that is the job of the aides. And okay, if indeed these aides, if Hakainde Hichilema doesn't know about this, why is he not firing them? Why is he not suspending them? Because they have been mentioned as accused people, as suspects. And if they have been mentioned as suspects, the best thing to do is to suspend them so that they can be investigated. Why are they not suspended? Why are they not being investigated? Instead, what we have now, instead of investigating these people, instead of putting pressure on this guy, what we have now, we have the whole system trying to cover this abduction, trying to protect the criminals, because these are criminals. The people that abducted JJ, they are criminals. Now we have a situation where the state wants to clean these criminals. They want to clean these criminals. They don't want to touch these criminals because these criminals are under Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema knows about this. Otherwise, there is no way you would allow those people to be still there. There is no way Hakainde Hichilema will start calling JJ a thug. JJ a thug today, when you, Hakainde Hichilema, were having meeting with him at Community House. When you, Hakainde Hichilema, were sending JJ. And these are the things that I talk about. That no Shadi Mwakabam. At one point, JJ thought that, he can work with Hakainde Hichilema and whatever. But look at what is happening. This is what will happen even with some of you who think that you are okay with Hakainde Hichilema and whatever. This is what will happen with some of you. So Mule, very careful. Some of you are talking. JJ was one of the blue-eyed boy of Hakainde Hichilema. That's why he was given that position. That position as leader of members of parliament, independent members of parliament. That's a position that he was given. He was even given an office. But when they fell out, he was a darling. JJ was a darling. Even Kuriba Baneli Muti, the speaker, he was a darling. But when JJ fell out, the moment they heard that JJ is meeting Edgar Chagwalungu, everything went sour. Everything went sour. They removed him from that office like they are chasing a criminal. And from there on, everything has changed. Everything has changed. You are saying, no. Hey, justice must continue. Justice must prevail. If JJ had continued working with Hakainde Hichilema, do you think we would be talking about this? Because some of you want to be saying, no, I'm asking you, if JJ had continued working with UPND, do you think we would be talking about this? Why are you talking about this 3 years into your leadership? Because if these cases were real, you would have been discussing these cases immediately you went into power to say, this happened, we must sort it out. But you are coming up 3 years later, after you have failed to work with a guy. Then you start coming up to say, and what a convenient time. This is happening even after the abduction. After the abduction, instead of this case at least would have even escalated before the abduction. But after the abduction has failed, now you are coming up with this. Honestly, how can you fail to see, Mwewantu? How can you fail to see that this is nothing but a state operation? How can you fail to see it? Honestly, how can you fail to see it? Mwapangwa shani inena mumpapusha. And I'm telling you, I never used to believe these things could say, you know, people can be made into zombies. But in Zambia, some people are made into zombies. And some of these people are even educated. Well-informed people, but you are zombies. You are not thinking proper. You are not thinking proper. You are even arguing with us. You want JJ to tell you the truth. What truth can JJ tell you other than naming the people that he abducted him? What truth? What truth do you want? No, JJ is pretending. When doctors are looking at this guy with police surrounding them, because every time police are there, you think those soldiers would excuse JJ if JJ is faking being sick. You think they would keep him all this long? And you think JJ is so ingenious that he would fake his own sickness and whatever, how? He would fake a conversion. Mwalishwa conversion him. Mwalishwa seizure. These are not things that somebody can, you can pretend to send into a long way and whatever, but you cannot pretend convulsions and seizures. You can't. Those things, you know, just erupt like a volcano in you. You can't control it. Fainting, you can't control it. Like the other time, he passed out. JJ passed out last time. You can't control those things. Immediately you just drop. Doctors will check to say, no, you are conscious, boy. You are conscious. But no, you don't want to believe that. You want to believe Hakainde Hichilema. You want to believe Hakainde Hichilema. You don't want to see the criminality in all this. You don't want to see how State House is involved. When State House has been clearly mentioned to say, they are the people that kidnapped me. And they are the ones now rushing. I mean, how foolish can we be, honestly? You say this person, you accuse this person to say, this is my suspect. And the moment you accuse this person to be a suspect, he rushes to the police and reports defamation. When you are a suspect, where are you going to police? You are a suspect. You are living Goma. You are a suspect living Goma. Where justice exists, you are supposed to be inside. You are supposed to be locked up. You are the one who's supposed to be tortured right now to tell the truth. If you are asking for truth, JJ has told you the truth. Now you should ask him for the truth from Levin Goma and who is that one? Is it Hamasaka and the other guy, Mwinde? Those are the people that you are supposed to be asking to say, tell us the truth. But you don't want. You don't want to hear the truth. Instead of asking, Iwe Levin Goma, Tueve Charishani, Iwe Hamasaka Charishani, Iwe Mwinde Charishani. These are the people that you are supposed to be asking. But you are busy torturing the guy that has told you the truth. And you are saying no. You are even going around paper, you know, with lawyers. Summons, whatever. What summons are you giving? You are criminals. You are criminals. You are shameless criminals. Shameless criminals. And you are abusing the state machinery. Because you are in power, you are able to go around to say we have been defamed, you have been defamed. And before we know it, we will start seeing people being arrested to say they defamed Levi Ngoma, and yet Levi Ngoma is a criminal. What nonsense is this? What nonsense is this? Levi Ngoma is supposed to be inside today. Let's imagine if JJ mentioned that it's Emmanuel Mwamba who kidnapped me. Imagine if JJ said it's Emmanuel Mwamba who kidnapped me. Do you think Emmanuel Mwamba would be in his house? Do you think Emmanuel Mwamba would be tolerated, would be entertained at the police station to say I've been defamed? Eh? Why? Why are we like this? And by UPN media, whatever, they are even writing, hey, Sakiba Scott has washed his hand. You don't understand. Sakiba Scott is just ridiculing you. Sakiba Scott is ridiculing you. There is sarcasm in that letter that he has written by hand. To say Ishikwa is basically saying the case that you are bringing to me is stupid. It's nonsense. It doesn't deserve my effort. Because if really that case is important to Sakiba Scott, he would find, a genset. He would be able to type that letter and present it nicely. That letter is as good as writing it on a tissue. By UPND, I want you to open your eyes because you are so dull, you don't understand. Sakiba Scott has written in his handwriting, and you are busy even circulating it. You think it is nice. That letter is as good as writing it on a tissue to say, this case, it doesn't deserve my attention. So I can simply scribble it on a piece of paper and give it to you. And it doesn't need my attention, my effort. And he's telling you that, you are even failing to deliver. You don't even have electricity. Why should I bother? We don't have even electricity. He's telling you that. And he's telling you to say, don't bring this to me. Because I don't have instructions. Because you are denying me access. He's telling you are denying access. You are being unjust. You are abusing his client. That's what basically he's telling you. But you can't see it. You can't. He's telling you you are dictators. You are abusers. You are abusing my client. That's what he's telling you in that letter. Because I'm trying to help you to see. He is telling you you are bad people. You are not allowing me to see the client. But Sakiba Asambam trying to create a narrative like no, there is something here and Sakiba is running away. Those are veteran politicians. Those are the real state councils. Those are the real state councils. Sakiba Scott is a real state council. Not our state council, because you eat together and tomorrow you come up to say, no, this one is a state council. No. Sakiba Scott is a real state council. So he knows what he's doing. But anyway, at the end of the day, it is shameful. Everything is being conducted. But at the end of the day, all these things that you are doing, I'm telling you, one day you'll be able to answer for them. Because these are serious crimes. These are serious crimes. Levi Ngoma, I can assure you. Levi Ngoma, I can assure you. Levi Ngoma, Hamasaka, Udiamwinde, I can assure you one day you will answer for these things. I am propagating for, forgiveness and going forward, but not with this nonsense. Not this nonsense. These are serious criminalities that we cannot just, ignore in politics. Imwe, Levi Ngoma, you will answer for these things. You will answer. Don't think that you are clever. No, you will answer for these things. And as for JJ, that case will not go anywhere unless even our courts, they act as cadres, unless it comes before a judge who is a cadre. Because even that review, it should be in reasonable time. Even that review, when you're talking about review, it should be in reasonable time. You can't talk about 8 years that no, it must be reviewed by the court. 8 years. 8 years. Iwe na nikane iwe journalist iwe. 8 years, that's when you are coming out to say, no, I want more compensation. 8 years. It should be in reasonable time. And usually cases, 5 years is quite a reasonable time. But we're talking about 8 years and you are coming back. Unless it goes to a judge who is a cadre, yes, he will say, no, let's go back. But otherwise, this case is dead and buried. The case of Central Police is dead and buried. The case that is supposed to be looked at is the case of abduction. That is a case that the police are supposed to be investigating. And as you are investigating, let us also look at the health of JJ, because JJ is not okay. JJ is not okay. JJ is supposed to be left to recover at home, not what you are doing. It's being bad-hearted. It's being satanistic. It's being satanism. Satanism. Satanism is not the practice in darkness. That is not Satanism. Satanism is you doing bad things to another human being. That is Satanism. The right or the practicing of whatever it is of a God who doesn't exist, that is not Satanism. You can be doing that and it is not affecting anyone. Who cares? You can go ahead and do it. But when you do bad things to others, that is Satanism. And therefore, from my point of view, I will tell you that the UPND government, the government of Hakainde Hichilema, is satanic. Because their conduct is satanic, is that of a devil. Only a devil behaves like this. Only a devil would, would ignore the suffering of a person. Only a devil will ignore the suffering that JJ is going through. Only a devil. And that's why I say, you are devils. You are devils. Nimova shonongo. Nimova shonongo. You are satans. You are Satan personification. You are the manifestation of Satan. Because of what you are doing. Anyway, inshallah, I'm going to open phone lines so that I'm opening phone lines immediately so that other people can. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Mwakamba bwino President Tayali, mulandu suora, wanga pestelero, wachingiririwa, na muntu amene ana immunity, but there is no champion forever. UPND sinapoya kunkalirira mpawa. Penza UNIP inankala 27 years, MMD 20 years, PF 10 years, UPND zankala 5 years. And law is akawakonka because law anachita suspend hapa constitution na law anachita suspend wa UPND, but after that watayari wakomma kamba timzaka waimiririra. I don't think that timzaka kwalisa kuimira, especially pali case ya JJ. If JJ dies tomorrow or today, they are going to be held accountable starting from the head of state. Thank you so much. They have to mark these weights.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
There is no champion forever.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Nibatirifa tayari hapo mkwani. Mkwani. Ine natirafu afyati ndange kupali baprapara bantu. Abo beno bashira adapt babani. Mkwani. Natirafu okulanda nati. Government yesu report. I think tabatatu kwata abantu ababa educated mukati mu government. Patu nga twalikwata abantu abasambirira abayita amadoctors. Nga n'abeeshi bokwebati uno jeje tali fix ukuya kumwimpusha okuya mukumututa interrogate. Cause afubine kumututa adapt. And then I direct to hospital. Na kwata mental torture. Mind yako taidi settled. Na shonga bamututa bamupatikisha okulanda ekintu. kuti alanda nebintu fishiriko. Because his mind is not as stable. So abantu bonke abali the government as at now, I can call them, they are down.
Indeed, you are right. Thank you. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
President Tayali, Mwawombe.
I'm Mwawombe.
Yeah, I'm quite. Chine ngesho mwaranda abantu abemitima shavu satanist kete wapusene nama satanist
na hata wapusene
so nomba iri pushoro nde pushako ushe uliawine ngani journalist ngani nani ule mirando shapwire ko but still nawela arepo afuti atwalishe mirando ushe tetube ukumuchita suri awine okumwe bati kesi ntulepo ko bati twalire yali pwire no kulipira bali kulipire yali pwire koti teti chibombe chakwe bati bamuchita suri ayo ino omuntu uli because bale mubombe kuli ba government so kuya kuli ayo ina as an individual okumuchita so that akachita explain wino because case ya bali mulipire fyonse fyali elo efe bale chitaba UPND bale fwa bachinchini tire fyonse so that jeje bapa open akese rande fya chitike nomba na tuchetekero kwebe fituli na mwe bacho fya tayali ajejere salamu afu akasuka akafume akabefe pa open na pa media fyonse fikeshi bikwe kaili apa barefishirisha aliranda kale bali abena living ngoma bali abena Trevor Mwinde na ulia chenani ulia chinga ni amasaka bonse ali barumbula bali but ba government besa mukulanda ti ebo bali aho shani talumbula pona ngomo so tulero lera lesangamu afu akesera ndaka bepa open ikabena pa media bonse tukeshi bekobekala chafu so munja suke bachi fyatari tetwa mutesuri awine o mirandu shapwire ko ule kwale lira futi ko bati bamutete compacted
munyinane the issue is there is no justice for those of us who are in opposition. There is no justice. Which court are you going to? which court eko wala muchita so ni kwili court inshi no yewe ine judge wala kumfwa ni nani wafya tukwete
fishing justice
takuli justice for us
the problem yo ine
nanguye ku police iwewe ku police
tulolele fensinsi ama voti to alisunga tu
echili pofyapa
justice tike sabomba bachusha tayali yakwisa bafunyafe so that tukese konka bwino kwisa bafyanta so nde papa na filafi ntumwachile moko batimwe ile kwa iko kwisa mwelera ile kwa kwisa bakakapite mona bena bakomfo fyumfuika aba bantu no isa berera no kuberera bakapite mu muri tocha na bena na tote
there is no justice for the opposition. You can't go to the police, they won't hear you. But Levin Goma, a suspect, is entertained. Hello?
Hello, good evening, Tayali.
Good evening.
Jackson calling you from Mongo.
Please go ahead, Mr. Jackson.
I called you 2 days ago about the Alafo. This is what is happening. You know, it's not a coincidence that the asangwa bamutwala kumaina soko and the head of state says that nalambo kubosha masodi. The police have got a hospital in Skanzi. But why kumutwala kumaina soko? And all this is happening. Ala chabulanda sana kuli jeje. And where are the chiefs?
I'm telling you, people need to start talking about JJ. You are right. Let us not relax. You, church elders, you traditional leaders, start demanding for justice for JJ. I'm telling you, JJ. Otherwise, this guy will die. You are right with what he's saying. You are very right.
Where are the unions? Where is last? Because these are the people who are supposed to stand for the injustice which is happening.
No, you are right, my brother.
So otherwise, that's that.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, evening, Mr. Tayali.
Good evening.
Yes, I just wanted to contribute the current happenings. You know what, Mr. Tayali, like I've always been saying, you know, this devil has to destroy. And it's funny how the PFO are preaching peace today.
Try to speak in
People
the phone.
are dying. And
listen, try to speak in the phone so that we can hear you clearly.
Come again, what should I do?
I'm saying it's like you're on loud, so the phone is not clear. Speak normally in the phone, like you are just talking to me.
Let me try to do it like this. Am I clear now?
Better, yes.
Okay, thank you. So I was saying that it's funny how the PF are preaching peace today. You know, this devil that has come on board has come to destroy, has come to harm, and has come to seek revenge. You know, this to get rid of a church, peace won't help us. I told, like I've always been saying, you say, Balungu, this, the Kamanta Kaja, I think Kamanta Kaja. Not everywhere, you want to hold the rally. Once they advise him to say, no, the police are in the ground, so you want to hold the rally. Don't go there. Then he goes back in his home, sit back, and then, he gets his phone, go live to say, no, I want you to hold the rally. The police blocked me. People won't sympathize you. Won't sympathize with you in that way. Go there, eat the tear gas, provoke the police, provoke them, go there, show them. That is how people now start sympathizing with you. This is how now, politics to come in now. Go to Southern Province, declare to say, I want to go and pray from there. Me now, to say they'll block you. Me now, they know to say they'll tear gas you. Go there. Let them tear gas you. This is how people sympathize with you. And this is what the church did.
Listen, my brother. I can tell you are a youth. You are a youth. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Yeah, exactly. You are a youth. And you have got the energy. And I remember also, at one point when I was young like you, I had that energy, and I want things to happen. Even now, I mean, as much as I'm turning 50, I'm almost 50, even now I've got that energy. And I would want Edgar Lungu to, to be that aggressive. But what I've come to realize is that if Edgar Lungu puts up that aggressive approach, Zambia will be on fire. Zambia will be on fire. I'm telling you, Zambia will be on fire. So, I do agree with you, but I think the attitude that Edgar Lungu has taken, I think is for the good of the country, because we are going to lose lives. Look at these people. These people are merciless. Hakainde Hichilema is saying he's going to use soldiers. Imagine if he issues a command for soldiers to get out of barracks and, run over people. How many people will die? Hakainde Hichilema doesn't care. Look at the way he's treating JJ. So, I think you are very right with what you are saying, and even me, I would want like that. But I think, let's see, allow Edgar Lungu to handle this thing in a more mature manner like he's doing. Otherwise, Zambia, kutifyabi pamwana. Kutifyabi pam, telling you. Yeah, that is my view.
Okay. Allow me to make these 2 points before I hang up.
Yes.
The reason why I've come to this conclusion.
Yes.
Edgar Lungu, in as much as he has, declared to say, no, I'll be so peaceful, come for me. These guys, they have continued, going after his family, going after his anyone who is around him.
Be brief.
Abduct them, torture them.
Make the point so that I take other calls.
Okay, sorry. Let me just make it briefly. So they have continued, torturing each and every person that is around him. So I don't see any reason of him holding back. To say no.
Anyway, I've gotten your point, but basically, I think we need to be very careful that we don't
Hello?
set our country in flames. That is the point. Hello?
Hello, sorry mkwai nawera.
Mwabwera?
Nachirafwaya emkwai.
Okay,
Nachirafa okulanda nati upweni pano nofiye bachilufya mwimputura.
Okay.
Nachirafa okulanda nati. Ofe bale muchitajeje. First thing first, nishite bamusuminishe aya ku hospital yakwe. Okwarefu okumuchita treat. Iyi ile tupero ko batuchite suspect ukwe bati. Filofo bayipe ulya minister wakukabwe. Cause ulya minister wakukabwe it even shows Nangutabare Okulanda, it shows that bad inject something that was killing him slowly. If you're bad at JJ, that to change it to Aralu send to me.
No, thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello, that's what Chilufya.
Yes, please.
Yes, what Chilufya.
Mkwai.
Yeah, that's why the Nende Vocal community just like a JJ. I think the church, wafire babako serious nefile chika mucharo chetu cha Zambia. Efyo babera ko kumona efintu ko kirenda mucharo. Yakulashimikira pepalo kwa Yesu Kristo. Bafire bamona nefile chika bushe. Muri omutende mukatika taro chesu nangutabuje. Noti abantu bale baba tutishiwa bati bale fwa ifo tule twala offering to church. So na ifo kwa batwala offering to church tufere twale ko kuna twala offering to church so that nabena wonke impact ile chipika pakati kesho. Nama chiefs ye ne bushe tabale mona so vile chipika. Na ngudu wisdom kwa bantu katwa kwa tapasure monana munistare ngoko bachiko bantu chipika mu musango. It is very unfortunate that you have to be quiet especially chipika kwa JJ. This is very unfair.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, good evening, Mr. Tayali.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Tayali.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Tayali. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Very clearly.
Okay, it has been long. Yeah. Mr. Tayali, today I want to talk about this issue of JJ Banda. Yeah. Me, I feel like my heart is bleeding anyway. Because we've seen all the stakeholders are quiet. Where is the Human Rights Commission office? What is LAS thinking about this case of JJ Banda? Where are the rights of JJ Banda? Does it mean that JJ Banda is a criminal? Wakwewa president bashitasa kachinga kumuchita sacrifice publicly katwishinga kumutanika publicly katwishinofoinga chiranda batayali na nchiresakamika obwomi bwakwa JJ Banda tatwishibe ngatwala abanankwe umutunturu tatwishibe JJ Banda ngakabwereramo kuba omutunturu ngarikere apsuka bushe bakateke fo balepiribula ni finshi nangofu balanzire filya publicly ni finshi because bakateka nga balumbula omuntu in that manner aba bakapokola bonse abalyanda bena balabomba okulingana n'okufaayo kuchita satisfy amawishes yabakateeka nangu omulandu tapali so ilya bakateeka basitire it wasn't right at all.
No, thank you, my sister. You are
Bafuire
right.
batontonkanya.
Thank you.
Uyo sukwa tumfuire oyo. So uyu sukwa kufuma mu 2016 bapingula. Bamupere mpia. Time wena tiyari chepere. Ululonsa jeje
Thank you, my sister. Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Tayali mwabombeni.
I'm quiet.
Mwabombeni mkwe.
I'm quiet.
Kwena na ini. Mkwe kwena natotira sana na ini natindande kukwene file chitika muli chino chalo chesu cha Zambia. Kwena iyi misango ubuteko bwa UPND bali chitira mona ibipa sana. Ya kutira fwebe na Zambia ngatatu imine awe tukaisanga mu bwafya. Pantunga mwalole shefo bali chita kuli jeje. Inde mona situation yakwe bati ifi bale mutwala kula kuchipatala tatushibe umuti bale mupera. Kuntanshi bakesala ndokutira nangwala ndire filya ta mind yakwe ta ili stable. Mwala mwana nombali ine jeje ala tampo kubakwati nafulungana. Kumulandulimbira ma injections bale mupera na fimbi fintu ifile chiteka. Kwena chabulanda sana ine kuti nalomba shaba bene ntungulu shaba uka. Na fobe na Zambia twaikata na chapamu. Twaimana okuluisa imisango yaba UPND. Natotera
Mayo, natotera. And you know, I like her. Her points were brief, very concise. If we can be brief, there are so many people that wants to call. Let's try to be brief as much as possible so that we accommodate many people. Hello.
Mabombeni bachikotari.
Mkwai, mabombeni.
Mkwai, chona mantotera kwa mwedo. Muletulandirako.
Thank you.
Kwena ndipo kuna point ya kanga na fwe bantu zozi tulemona then tulemona ne fubale chita abera tije right sumeni eni nech tende ko no bomo akatem kwena president tu wakati kana masoti azivabu kwante so tu apa talitaka tubalo kwa kuli program eyo mukwata vale kuje abole mukungana antu mwaka omayanda alakata bakatukuwanisha tukarete nturugu kintu chironda akwate chironda no vale wala kariba kwa kwa control mama emotions yo kama emotions ya control wala ludi ero funga tuwayi molo tukemo tabakalanja chiro yatali alenga tabakalanja chiro so twapapa tulandire kuri ba president ko to nenzala tuipera matonkanyo eyo bale kuita abanabo komperere
atotera mkwai ni sokeyo
mabombe
mkwai mabombe
mkwai nyaza fogora ndakofere ile matumo konfera tayari ati aisha tamwante mwa amira ite ya no ne be profeta wange mambo mwira ibonfera uje naisha tamwante mwa we twari mitemo tonko kunonga muletura njira mambo bakarama
umfa munyinane nalishiwa ko bati eko mwa bamwe bantemwa bati ndera nganaye bati nalishata mwantemwa ni bali abashifoyo kumfofo ndanda makamaka ba praise singer ngandera nda tavena tabatemwa evo njeba mune
nabayoko nabena kumwari mitemo ina kumwa ichaira kuna imuna nsara na ewanyokwera kumware favore ichaira okay bakarama na totera bombeni
okay. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Tayali.
Good evening.
Yes, I just want to make a simple contribution. This president of ours is just evil. Let's not beat about the bush, no. The man have a human heart. So we are regrouping now in Petauke so that we show him he can't continue keeping JJ for no reason, you know. That is my contribution, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, mbuya mulifye bwino.
Bwino femkwae.
Wino. You have become the second prophet pali bashikuru Michael.
You see?
Because nikumbuka mbuya mwenzo kamba ati imo atutendi ngale serious hivi vintu hivi naye ati ushalimo mwane mkambira muchiwemba chara ati mushalimo na akabamo. Mwaona ka? So vantu vena ngono vonkala nawo careful. They will come close to you for to just maybe to destroy you. On. Otherwise Mazambians tend pempere maningi ziko yatu ino kwa mene tienda kwa vintu sivili bwino mwandi. You know, leader ofani konkala na mtimo wa chifundo na mtimo wa chikoni. You know, when I was singing today, Papa,
imagine, eh?
Awe. This is a Christian nation. President watu ni wa elder. Awe wanetendi ngaleko na mtima wa umuntu. In Eastern Province we say, chaona mzako chapita mama chilipaliwe. Ona ka? Awe, it's too much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello?
Mr. Tayali, how are you?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Good job, my brother.
Thank you.
Sure. One contribution. This case looks like it has become now. You know, the president pronounced JJ a thug. So I don't know what the police would be doing, because all they have to do now is to prove the statement of the president, right?
Yes.
So the man is proven guilty, and now we have to prove him innocent. It's the other way around. So it's very, very important, I think, as you highlight us on legal terms, legal matters. We need to have that knowledge, so that if anyone is to act, they act with knowledge. Otherwise, this is a high-profile case.
Yes, very much.
It's beyond the police. The police have to wait now for pronouncements made by the president. The man is a thug, you know. So they keep him to prove the president right. It becomes a problem. Continue, my brother, highlighting the nation so that we don't take unnecessary measures. We need to have legal knowledge before this case. God bless you.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayali.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. You are through. Please go ahead.
Batayali natotela sana. Bakalamba ndiko katinki yobsulu ya yemo. Muchalo muzambi akamuri safe. Ekefi kanalanda bakalamba. Tatwa kwata president. The man is heartless. And now I feel for nanu lengo malevingo mana masaka. About to them, they think bakeka 200 years banana government. I feel for them. And also, see our English, a fiance is watching right now. See our English is watching right now. Let him start, Atamcho Kulandaika to white. So the influence a lot of Zambians, is to the Papa Teddy Galong. One name.
Thank you. Hello?
Yes, my president.
I'm quiet.
My question.
I will not win him quiet. I'm quiet.
Inende kwa kulanda pali ya shidi walanda tumulandu taubola. Umulandu ulabola bati bakishira tayari mwalishi waswa tumulandu ulabola. Mulandu ubola nga tawuti bapingula mukoti. Nishu mulandu wabola. Mulandu nga tawapingula mukoti nishu mulandu nishi taola abola. Mulandu wakwa JJ walibola. Lero mulandu wabakateka uli abapangire ma overtake kunani ku Mungu ulya. Ulo mulandu tawabola. So kuntashula omulandu otuwabuuka. So lyonse nga balelanda baleshiwa okuboshwa ekibembe esisolo kya kibemba. Mulandu wagwa jeje walibola.
Mulandu wabo tawabu.
Bale muchusha afi bale foti bapangire bachimba kambwiri. Mwali mfala mbachimba kambwiri kulanda.
Yota walanda bakalamba bantu.
Filafina wa batwele mumna ni majibale batwa amaseuzi bale batinika. Efu bale foti bapangira kuli jeje. Ero abajeje nokosa alikosa. Mwaume ulia. Yo, if not, I'm going to finish.
Not totally. Hello?
Yes, sir. President, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yes, yeah. I just want to.
Hello? Okay, let me try.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Batayali.
Mkwai.
Hello, Batayali. Mulishani.
Wina from Mkwai.
I'm Mkwai. Thank you so much. My contribution is, me, I've been wondering from the time the JJ issue started, but Nevas Mumba has been very quiet. You know, the one who is supposed to be in the forefront advising the president, he's the one who is quiet. Could it be because Valeria, you know, Valeria president, days are numbered, and what they are doing to JJ Banda will one day haunt them. I'm telling you, we are not sleeping. We are praying. We serve a God who hears us when we pray. So he should know that God is fighting for JJ, and JJ will come out clean. And they should know that should JJ die, I tell you, things will not be okay. And I pray that one day our traditional leaders will rise up to this occasion. You may wonder why they are so quiet. I tell you, I'm bleeding right now. I am bleeding, especially when I saw the way he was being carried.
You know?
And it's sad that we have an evil man in State House. It's really, really sad. And I finger it is my prayer that Bakabale Base quiet is because they are just waiting for the moment he's going to do something, and they will rise up. They will take him whether they want it or not.
Yeah.
The greatest threat that the president has right now is Edgar Lungu. So they are watching him. But Hakainde Hichilema should know that our forefathers are fighting as well. I'm sure I'm sure Bakaunda won't say. I tell you, it's so sad. I see what is happening in Congo, happening in our country. But it's so sad. There's a twafu.
Not totally.
I'm quite Natasha nine. There's a mopare nine within.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, but you're from Mabomben.
I'm Mabomben.
I'm quite. How in a chafa and then the Copa president? Ushaba president, very issue at Tabalerona by ECA or Valerona by people of Zambia. He's also fighting with those people who voted for him, for that matter. Even I'm a press singers, Tabakwatama shop, over Mkushtamo Bunga 50 kwacha. Once to Resto Bunga 400. But I don't see the reason why someone should go for social media and start praising his into if you have Buga. Eronga Kudiava Churisha, Nyava Nyama press singers. Our president, Babuke, and Avalala, Babuke. bantu twalafwa bapolisi na bena bapolisi kula konka tienyuku kakuseni ife babikiri apa ife fine nishi bapolisi etibayimirine pabeeka kanshi bayimirine pabeeka bera abakontrola kuli bapolitician bayimirine pabeeka bapolisi bayimirine pabeeka sure kesi yakwa jeje it's very clear. It is very clear. Umuntu alanda abanjikete ni abanaba but tabalya mukubekata. Why? Because they are being instructed. Which is bad, which is wrong. Because JJ has got a family. Echo babalowa nga ni ba police tabafwa bwino ba police babalowa. Bale mbona kwati family yakwa JJ ikere se. Taikere. Babalowa ba police. Awe ine nalanda ko na pita.
Natotera. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Buena femkwa.
Mkwa. Ine abapolisi abafifire chika face ushaba abantu nishi bale kwailo kuipaila jeje. Because if bale shita tulango kwa bale fo umwipa. So ngabale faye sana kumwipa jeje nishi twa ulile safety ba muvika fe pantanshi ba mushuta kuchile bale mushuku. Because tule mwana vyo safety chika yote tule sikala mu pali safety bale shite. Ichalo tefu bateke fina mfunga makofi bantu. Takawa kuteke charo sawa. Charo cha bonsechi. Era babonse baso balumbwire muri ishimirani bishi. Nishita abeti babete kofi acho. Sai mulondole bwino ninshi kumilumbwiremo. And then ba police moza baleshite bare monekera. Ishita oikesa bonza ba police bakala tutamirani. Bakambokola sikula sensera kuma police kuma court every day. Abonse ba police baleshite. Kwa kwatsimira bachenjera sana kuchira bina zama. Because sebana zama twachenjera sana kuchira bonza bali mu bana bachenjera. Hakainde Hichilema bavutere ku bantu ko baje kesinkula tusha abantu bali chusha abantu ne tamunsa nse jambe kula rusha pansara bale ita na jeje atiro sag so la jama kama pama police inga ziwabo bale ita na bena jeje ationi kama furuka tekesha we furuka teka kwachi mitatu kwa tamano bose mcharo bafunga tolanda bakambe ko bachiwo mu ikateni imizi mjija kwa fika kwachi
No, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. I think I heard Mama Rachel's voice, if I was mistaken.
Well,
but Tayali,
let's ignore
we need to get to the authorities.
The names. Let's ignore the names of people.
Okay.
So on this platform,
okay, sorry.
We don't talk about who called and whatever. We don't talk. We just want people to express themselves. About their identity, we are not interested.
Okay, but why I said that, I wanted to make a point on that. Okay, the same person, Mama Edith, let's protect these people. Why I'm saying so, I'm following up on the Hatembo issue. We know what happened, and the moment Madam Rachel came out, these people have been quiet. They don't even talk about that issue. And these are the people that us people need to protect by all costs. The moment these people go out of power, let's follow them. Chita continue manu ya mu opposition, valeta nomba na mu government bambo konka abantu. They are on JJ, they are on Nyezo, they are on this Nkana MP Mpundu, they are on everyone who is close to Ibika, everyone who talks. When they are told that you are a minority party in the government, that tulebatukana fishing, lishu koba ingirire na palia, wasa ingire okwebati, kadarism ya chitire rock, which is their influence again. using their propaganda, their Western power, their CIA systems, they managed to go into State House. It's not God's grace. It's not God's power. Some of us will die tomorrow, but there are those who are coming before, after us. Let them understand this. Let them hear this. Let's pass the messages even to our children. Tabake kadidide. Nshitaireya. Every now and then. Napapene so twalakuka. Masoji tureba mu 2025. Let's take records.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Muri too much hatred in Zambia. And let's also talk to our people. Tuirate mo kuliempia. Bara mituka imwe. Mulaliamu. Nishinga muliamu.
Imagine.
Ngamuliamu ngatamulebarandira papa. Ngatamulebarandira mwabira bana kumwalika. Let's have patriotic people who can stand and talk for the nation, talk for the people. Not lyonse fe bawalanda nichi urefayo kuliamu.
No, thank you,
It's very embarrassing. A priest, a father, by the name of Frank Wadia, government, why some because of the Foguria. Ah, we take one peer.
No, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Good evening. Nachafu kulanda ku first pade abi na doctors abalesuminisha jeje ukuba released ukuba discharged from hospital ukula ku police nishiba belenge nishiba study nishiba shani pa kusungo mwe wa muntu belala bokwe bati power doesn't last forever abanga bayanga balevomba bonse they will be answerable bakalusa amachito bakalusa ama practicing license so batontonka nyepo bwino ngala bamusunga fye bayimine fu bafiro kwiminina bakwe batu muntu ababwino ngabalefa kumwipisha bayipshanisha di mutuntu.
You know, I don't want to defend them, but I think I was quite skeptical about Maina Soko. I was very skeptical, but in spite of the pressure, I think I want to commend Maina Soko staff. I think they have tried. It is just that these people, they don't listen to anyone. You saw how they removed him from that other hospital. You remember?
Midland, yes.
You remember how they went? The doctors were trying to protect JJ, but they said, even you, we will arrest you, we will take you. So it is not the doctor's recommendation. The doctors are actually, I know for sure, like today, doctors said he should go home and take a long rest to recover. But the government, ababene ba Hakainde Hichilema na bantu babo, ebalekana. So I just
want professional body ama doctors abengalanda kubapanga ko statements against this, or even them they're just working under duress.
I think that's a good point, that that board of the doctors association, surely they should have said something to protect their profession. I think that is a very good point that you have made. I agree with you.
Contribution.
Thank you. Hello? I think that's a very good point. These association of doctors, I think they should be able to come out and defend their profession seriously. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Hello?
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 Hello, Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're speaking to Dixon Mwanga.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I want to offer my question. Yeah, sir, like what's happening? I'm a youth. Yeah, I'm aged 24 years and I'm a Zambian. I've been following up what's happening in our country, and it's so sad to see how people are blinded by our government. Whatever that is happening is just so unfair, and it's un-Zambian. it's really scaring some of us who are youths. And if you see the discussions that we are having every day at our workplaces, it's about whatever is happening in Zambia. And I can assure you guys that people are ready for change. Even those that were supporting the European government, they say that, okay, this government is really bringing change. Today, they are realizing to say, there is no way forward apart from changing this government. Otherwise, nothing is sweet in Zambia. Everything is just bitter. Otherwise, we are worried about 2026. If this continues, sir, please continue speaking on our behalf as youth. Because when we talk, you'll find that we'll be arrested and nobody will even know that we've been arrested and nobody will even come for us to rescue us with what's happening here in Zambia. Otherwise, we are afraid, we are scared as youths who are concerned about the governance of our country. I submit.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Yeah. I think allow me to leave it here. I know a number of people still want to come in, but allow me to go and rest. Basically, we have been talking about the issue of JJ. It's very sad what is currently going on. But some of the issues that have come out here, I think a point that needs to be taken is the issue that the professions of doctors, that body, Doctors Association or whatever it is, I think they need to come in and clear their name and protect their profession, because we know, at least from what we have been seeing, that the doctors have been trying, the medical personnel have been trying to defend JJ or to defend the health of JJ. But unfortunately, the police are just not listening. The other thing that is sad is that, there is no justice for those that are in opposition. But I want to conclude by emphasizing that from a legal point of view, the case of JJ cannot go back in court. Unless, of course, the court makes a revision and make orders. But even that is likely not to happen, because it has to be in reasonable time. That review has to be in reasonable time. You don't come back after 8 years and seek for a review. It's likely, it can't just happen. It can't just happen. So the president is misdirected. According to the law, JJ cannot be tried on that matter. He can't be tried on that matter. He can't be. I think I'll leave it there, and I say thank you very much for participating. Thank you very much for listening, and your contributions in terms of calling. I really appreciate. May God bless you, and may God bless Zambia. Thank you.